Back in the kitchen with Lucy Greer today, working on a delicious, healthy chicken dish. I can't wait to try this out. Tell the folks about this dish you're making today.
This is a super simple, it's a great weeknight meal because it's going to come together really quickly. It's only going to take about 30 minutes total to do all this. And we're using this Tony's Tejas salsa that we sell in our stores. Really great local salsa, and we're combining it with some chicken and pineapple. It has kind of a Moroccan twist to it.
I love Tony's Tejas salsa. They have been on Studio 10, as you mentioned before in the first segment, a number of times, but there's some sort of like freshness or something to it that you just can't describe. You know, some store-bought other salsas don't have that. It's just so good.
No, you'll find it right in the produce, and you can find it in the deli too, in the refrigerated cases. And there's no added sugar. It's low sodium. It's super healthful for you, and it's all fresh ingredients is what you're saying. It's a wonderful consistency. Actually, we're about to add some so I can kind of show. And he has 3 different varieties of it, so kind of a mild, medium, and spicy. And it's really great. I mentioned before, he cooks a lot with it. So if you do visit his website, he has a lot of great recipes on here. And this is one of his recipes too that I was playing with. And it's just so delicious. And we mentioned before this, it comes together not in a Mexican tasting dish, which is what you think of with salsa. And he uses it a lot to as a marinade for chicken or pork or beef or seafood. So it's super unique, and of course just delicious with chips too. Just
incredibly versatile. And I think that's one of the things that I think is really cool about Greer's being a local grocery store, is that you can infuse so many local elements into your stores for your customers, local vendors, local products, all that kind of stuff.
It really is. We really love doing that. It is really neat, and in this case, Tony is such a great guy. I mentioned he's from here, and we've been selling his salsa for over probably 1.5 years, 2 years, and I'm super proud of him because he is now going to be in bigger chain stores, which is great. I mean, so he's been growing his brand, but it's cool that, you know, we can kind of help, you know, kind of get people bumped up. And then of course I would love for him to take over the world with salsa, and he says, you know, the world's best salsa, and I agree. It's really, really delicious stuff, and it is fun seeing somebody local, you know, kind of make it big with a really cool product.
Absolutely.
So if there's anybody out there, you know, that has something local, come see us. We try our best to put everybody in that we can, especially our downtown market has a lot of local presence, and our Fairhope store, you know, and all of them around town really. So it's fun. It really is.
And so how many locations are you all up to now?
32.
32 locations all across the Gulf Coast.
Yes, so we very blessed for sure. Gosh. So I added a cup of the salsa, and you can use, you know, whichever one that you'd like, whichever variety. And then I added a 1/4 cup of red onion that I just finely chopped. And now we're going to add a couple of spices. So this is 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder, and I have a teaspoon of salt, and also a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. So we can already smell it coming together, and it's so pretty.
This is a fusion of flavors you've got together.
I just love it.
Studio 10. Lucy, if you want to make this dish for yourself, you can find the recipe on the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com.
Yes.
And we're going to come back and finish this thing up. Can't wait to try it.